So Pelican Bay is a master plan community on 3 square miles in Naples, Florida. We've got a little over 6,500 doors within the community, and it's an amazing mix of single family, coach home, high-rise condominium living, coupled with some luxury high-end resorts, as well as the premier retail center in Naples, as well as the best performing arts center in Naples. Yes, so I've previously served on the board of directors, and I currently chair the media committee that manages our relationships and contracts for bulk internet, television, and telephone services. We have 90 neighborhood associations that together make up just about 6,500 residences in an amazing mix of traditional single family, coach homes, mid-rise, and low-rise condominiums. So the Pelican Bay Media Committee, what's amazing about our neighborhood is you can ask for help, and inevitably there's folks that have expertise in that industry that can come join a committee and help in an informed way focus on a particular project. We were very fortunate in our committee to have former AT&T and Verizon experts. We had experts from the cable industry. We had experts from the content industry with, a former HBO executive, in addition to financial skills and operating working knowledge of the unique characteristics of our neighborhood. Of as much as we wanted to deliver advanced technology, we had to make sure it was easy to use for our age demographic, because half of our residents are over the age of 72. The importance of any media committee in working with a consultant, as much as you might have committee members that have career experience in telecommunications, internet, video, etc., the technology changes every single year. So depending on the gap between when you were active in that industry and today, the consultant helps bring what's current state of the art to the table. Now, the magic of working with a consultancy like the M Group is the fact that there's expertise on fiber technologies, there's expertise on cable television, telephony, and internet services. And not only is it knowing about the technology and the capabilities and the ease of use of the technology, here comes construction expertise. When you have 6,500 doors in 3 square miles, construction is not an easy thing. You want a partner at your side that has done this before and knows how to make sure it goes smoothly and you get a great outcome. You also want to make sure that from an RFP perspective, you're getting that advice to make sure that as you interview potential providers, you're asking all the right questions, especially from the residents' ease of use perspective. And the last thing I'll say is, post-construction, you want to make sure that you've got a partner that is also there to, as you run into questions, as you bump into issues, they're helping you based on their latest and greatest knowledge of the local providers. My advice to any committee who's looking at hiring a consultant, make sure that you do, and look for a consultant that can help you before the project, during the project, and after the project. It has to be a full life cycle set of advisory services and expertise that the consultant's going to bring to the table. And like anything in governance, if you're a board member or you're serving on a media committee, you want to make sure that you've got outside professional advice that helps you complete your due diligence, make sure from a fiduciary perspective that you are being responsible by leveraging the latest information. The value of Pelican Bay, looking at the available solutions in the market, is that we had 4 provider choices that we issued an RFP with the help of our consultants. And by doing so, we got to see financials as well as technical capabilities. And while there was one vendor from a financial perspective that was materially more expensive than the other 3, we were also guided through a process of looking at those other 3 that had similar television technology platforms, similar fiber internet capabilities, as well as telephony offerings. Helping understand the nuances and the experience and expertise is what ultimately led to our decision. Now, the vendor that we happen to select is Hotwire. What was the main reason that we selected Hotwire? Their commitment to customer service, their willingness to send a person to come help a resident when they're having a problem, and their agreement to commit to SLAs, service level agreements, in terms of their responsiveness when an owner has an issue. It's service that drove our decision because we were in a scenario of similar technologies, writing a fiber infrastructure, but vendor A versus vendor B versus vendor C. We came down to selecting Hotwire because of their commitment and what we saw prior to making a decision, their level of customer service, that they were willing to commit to the engagement.